So for number 12, I'm going to go ahead and start with something that I know to be true. I'm going to skip angle 1. I'm going to do that last because 133 degrees and angle 1, those don't have any correlation whatsoever. There's no relationship between those two. One of them is exterior, one of them is interior. They're not in the same position, so there's nothing really in common there. So I'm going to skip that. I'm going to move on to doing angle 3 first, actually. You could do angle 2 first if you wanted to. I'm going to do angle 3. I know that angle 3 and angle 133, these two angles right here, they lie on the same side of the transversal as each other, this being the transversal. Their lines are parallel, these two lines. So I know that all my theorems are sound here. They lie on the same side of the transversal as each other, and they're both interior angles. So consecutive interior angles are supplementary. That's the theorem I'm using. So supplementary, meaning when you add up together, they should equal 180. So 133 plus angle 3 should get me to 180 degrees. Well, when I take 180 minus 133 to get the measure of angle 3, I get 47 degrees. So the measure of angle 3 is 47. All right, let's move on to another one. I'll do angle 2 next. So I'm working with this. I'm going to also work with the 133 they gave me. I can tell that those are both interior angles, but this time, those are alternate interior angles. They lie on the opposite sides of the transversal as each other. So I know there's a theorem that says alternate interior angles are congruent. So if the measure of angle 2 has to be the measure of that angle, then I know that it's just 133 degrees. So the measure of angle 2 has to be 133 degrees. All right. And then, moving on to my angle 1, which I've been saving for last. What I'm going to do here is, since that 133 degrees has really nothing to do with angle 1, I'm just going to kind of cross this out for a second and think about what I have left. Well, I have this angle, I have this line here and this line here, and they're actually parallel to each other. All three of these lines are parallel to each other. So the top one and the bottom one are both parallel. And I know that this angle and this angle, 1 and 3, those are both interior angles. They lie on opposite sides of the transversal, so they're considered alternate interior angles. So there is a theorem that says alternate interior angles are congruent. So the measure of angle 1 has to be the same as the measure of angle 3. So that would mean that the measure of angle 1 is just 47 degrees, the same as 3.